The sun was high over the Orem Valley in Utah on September 10th, 2025. It was the start of my American comeback tour, my victory lap. I was seated under a white tent, ready to debate, and surrounded by a new generation of supporters. I had 15 stops planned, but my tour ended where it began, in a courtyard on that campus, struck down by a single bullet. To understand the end, you have to follow the road back. The next stop would have been Arizona, the heart of my operation. Turning Point USA was a multi-million-dollar machine with chapters everywhere, a force to get young people to the polls. We ran the Chase the Vote initiative, building bonds with low-propensity voters and banking votes that helped put Donald Trump back in the White House. I had mastered their language, their anger, and their platforms, becoming a kingmaker in my own right.
He didn't master language, he mastered outrage. When I appeared on his professor watch list, the effect was immediate. My email was flooded with threats. My class evaluations were spammed with hateful rhetoric.
Building bonds? That's a joke. His whole strategy was about division, about punching down. On campus, that meant targeting women, students of color, and especially trans students.
Machine is the right word. It wasn't a movement. My job as a field director was about hitting numbers. We had quotas for student signups, for new chapters. It felt more like a high-pressure sales organization.
Before I was a kingmaker, I was an apprentice. The journey leads to Florida and to the man who gave me a national stage. I was a Trump skeptic at first, but I saw the future in the populist wave and joined the movement. I brought him the youth vote and the grassroots army, and he gave me access to the throne. He and I had a fierce loyalty, and the world saw it when he said, "You don't replace a Charlie Kirk."
The grassroots army was the brand we sold to donors. The reality was a constant struggle to keep chapters active. We were told to project strength, to make it seem like we were everywhere, even if a chapter was just one student with a table.
My road began in a quiet Chicago suburb. My dad, an architect, gave me the blueprint for my entrepreneurial drive. I was a kid who protested a cookie price hike in my high school cafeteria. I was an Eagle Scout, always ambitious. I also wrote an essay for Breitbart that got me on Fox Business, my first taste of the national stage. But the real turning point came when a retired businessman and Tea Party activist, Bill Montgomery, told me to skip college and start a revolution. He gave me the first funding and became a dear friend. My life was a dizzying climb, but my death was just as telling. The killer's ammo had this bizarre mix of internet slang and political slogans written on it. My death became a tragic reflection of the country I helped create, where politics is a culture war and ideas and violence are tragically intertwined. And that American comeback I promised? It's a question the nation is still answering.